The man who does not read good books is no better than the man who can't. How about writing a book? A feather in the cap. Don Bosco ICSE School, Chitradurga proudly releases 2 books authored by its students. Life Abode of Acts by Ankush and The Wizard of ALISBERIA by Nikhil M. Let's hear them.
Hi everyone, I am Ankush R of 10th standard studying in Don Bosco ICSE School, Chitradurga. Life Abode of Acts is the first ever book I have written in my life. The title of the book is pretty self-explanatory that life is a house of actions. The idea of writing this book turned up into my mind a month or 2 ago during pandemic times. When all of us were locked at home due to COVID outbreak, we did truly get a good amount of time at home to spend with family and understand each other as never before. I also spent a good amount of time with my family, and in fact I read a few books and scrolled through news, articles and blog posts. So I quite developed a habit of reading and exploring new things. Moreover, I had maintained a daily journal which kept my passion to write alive. So that's how I started writing this book in the mid of December. Now coming to the matters and thoughts which I have written in this book. Well, first things first, in general, nothing did inspire me to write this book, but indeed, the thoughts and positive quotes which I have included in this book did really inspire me and had instilled a positive ray of confidence and a never give up spirit in my character. Then, to have a sneak peek into some of the chapters of this book, I would say being flexible in life. Well, I did my pre-primary education in Mumbai as my father was a Indian Navy officer. So he had a transferable job, so we had to shift a couple of cities, and so every time I need to adjust to the new environment and cope up with the new atmosphere. So that's what made me to write about the flexibility of life. Well, the another chapter I would say the legal way. The legal way is based on the real life experiences which I had once when my father took me to the district court as is a police officer right now. Well, I saw a couple of people who had legal issues with them, and I got to know the righteousness of people and how a person should be righteousness as a trait. So that's all what I made me to write this book. And the rest of the chapter which I have included in this book are all my personal views and perspective of life which I have experienced myself, and some of them are which I have seen and visualized the things. So to put it in a nutshell, I would say this book is based on the actions which an individual makes in various aspects of life and the hardship and things which an person experienced in the way to success is defined here. Various stages of life and the appropriate methodology to live it is emphasized in this book. Finally, I would like to thank my beloved parents for being supportive, because this book wouldn't come into existence without their support and guidance. And I also like to express my gratitude to Father Martin Vijay, the principal of Don Bosco ICSE School, for being supportive and giving me this opportunity to release the book. And I also thank my dear teachers for encouraging me. Thank you everyone.
Hello everyone, hope you all are doing excellent. The Wizard of ALISBERIA is a fiction-based fantasy drama series with a theme Never-Ending Hope for Victory. It is authored by Nikhil. The story is set in Montana a US state. To be more specific, it is set in North America. I started writing my series in September and completed it on 1st of January 2022. My inspiration were driven from my parents, teachers, my principal and my dear intimates who are always supportive. I came up with these ideas by testing my crazy science ideas, but nonetheless, none of the science laws were eradicated. I would also like to thank my brother and my grandmother for doing all the step work required. I like to officially thank Don Bosco Institution for allowing me to publish the Wizard of ALISBERIA series officially. Thank you, Agnes.